Welcome, and thanks for stopping into your Cricut neighborhood. My name is Cheryl, and today I'll be showing you how I created this backyard birthday layout. For this layout, I used Cricut Design Space with Cricut Access. All the color cardstock that you see today came from a Recollections Essential cardstock pack, and then the white cardstock came from the white cardstock pack, also by Recollections. These papers all came from my local Michael's store. The greenish paper that you see back here actually came from a paper pad called Cornflower Cottage. It's also by Recollections and also came from my local Michael's. Okay, let's get busy. This is a double page layout with four 4x6 photo mats. All right, so I'm just going to take everything off of here, and we can work through this layout together. So my background is done on the blue, that's a 12x12 piece of cardstock. The inner mat is done at 11.5 by 11.5. This is, oh, I've got a little bit of glue on there. That's okay. So I went ahead and glued these two together, and I went ahead and put on my grass, my hill. Okay, so all the images that you see were actually cut on the Cricut, even the photo mats. I'm using my Cricut Explore 3. No, I don't think it's called it anymore. I think it's just called, well, I'm gonna go with that. Just says Cricut. Yes, Cricut Explore 3. As I was designing this layout, I used as many colors together to bring the layout together, also to cut down on the number of mats when we're cutting. I'm going to start putting this together with the green hill, and I did just attach this one, and I've got this one ready to go, so I'm going to go ahead and attach that one on this side. Glue on me. I put this down with my monoliquid glue. It's repositionable, and you can put it on and let it dry on your image and still be able to put it down, and it stays lovely. So the hills are cut at 11.5 by 2.5. When you're cutting these, if you're doing them on your own, you're going to have to unlock your aspect, the little lock at the top between the two numbers, and actually do it at 2.5 by 11.5, and then just relock it again. Then I cut the trees, and I cut a few trees. There's a tree and a tree. And a tree. It's like a puzzle. And another tree. Wow, I got lots of tree tops. All right, so let's see. There should be more pieces. Okay, here we go. And then we got the tree trunks. Some of these I did have a bit of scrap, and I used that. Like this piece here came from a piece of scrap because it needs to go on this one just like that, so that it shines, the darker pieces shine through. So I'm just going to go ahead and attach these two together. Now again, just a little glue. I don't need a factory glue just to put these two little pieces together. I remember learning with all these new adhesives and stuff, and being oh so concerned about the amount that goes on there. Well, I'll soon learn that you don't need a lot. Okay, so that goes on there just like that. And then that gets attached to the tree. And then you have just like that. So let's go ahead and do that. I did go ahead and glue on that little piece of red on the swing, only because I was afraid I was going to lose it. Because I cut the pieces and I'm like, I better put that on, or I'd be looking for it. There we go. That's all put together, so I'm just going to lay that one aside. So my tree for this side here is going to go there, and then my tree trunk is going to go there. I'm just going to lay those in place for just a minute until I get a little more organized. These ones I'm not going to put together yet. They can stay over there. So I'm thinking that that's going to go just like that. All right. Now let me see my tree trunk, because he can go just like that. That would be lovely. Let's just put that there. I'm going to put my mats in place just to get an idea where things need to sit. So I want that to go like that, and that to go like that. So that can go there. Oh, that'll be nice. Okay. And then this one, same thing. That one on there. Just like that. It's surprising how quickly it can come together once you get it organized. All right, now I'm going to have to I want to put a little cloud. Let's see. I put this little cloud. I'm going to tuck that under there. So just like that. And just like that, and that. That should be good. I wanted to do this just to give you an idea how this is going to work. And then this is going to go. This is, you can certainly leave that in there. But just like that. Just like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and attach some of these pieces. I don't know. On this one, I know I went ahead and put some suquang on. I'm going to do the same for this one, but I'm only going to do 3 sides, and I'm using a very thin piece of suquang or double-sided tape. I think suquang is actually the brand name, because I know there was another one very similar. I had another name and I don't recall it at the moment. And see, I'm keeping this over here so that the photo can still stick in there. It can slide in and not have to worry about it. So I'm going to do that. I'll lay that in place. I'm thinking I like it right there. And I'm going to hold it in place. I'm just going to remove the tape from the bottom. Just like that. There we go. And that should be enough for me to get my photo in there. And then we can remove the double-sided tape on that one if you want. I'm just going to slide this in here. Just like that. And there we go. We're good. And then I can just tuck this in right underneath. A little bit hanging over the edge is fine, because I can trim that off after. Oops. I don't know if I was on camera at that time, but I just added a little adhesive. There we go. We'll trim that off after. And then we'll do the same for this one. So this one's higher than this one. We're going to do the same. I'm going to put it in place. That one's already got the tape on it. And I'm going to say that's a good spot for that one. And again, I'm just removing the little bit of tape. And there it is. Now, my mats, I did cut 4 of them. And I do have them in my Design Space. I'm learning how to link these designs in Design Space so that you can cut directly from my Design Space. I'm gonna hopefully get that figured out today, so then you can just go in there and everything will be ready for you. I'm just gonna put that tree right there, just like that. Do I want to pop out the tree? Nope, I'm just gonna put him there. A little bit more adhesive. And you can't even see it really. There you go. Let's do that right there. And then I can just put, oops, a little bit right there. There we go. Now, the tree can still pop up and your photo can still go inside. All right, now we're going to put the tree. Do we have a smaller tree? Let's see. I do. I have a smaller tree. And that one I am going to use a pop dot on. I just got one little pop dot. I'm going to put them up there. I'm also going to tuck my tree trunk in there. And that'll be just fine, just like that. So let's just put a little bit of adhesive on this. There we go. Now I did put a pop dot back there. And by looking at my numbers on the back, this tree top was supposed to go down here, but that's okay. There we go. So my tree trunk goes inside my photo mat and it's not glued down. My trunk is just glued onto the tree top and my tree top is popped up. Here, that's it. Now I am going to slide a cloud in there. Just like that. And it's going to go over the top. Just like that. Again, place these anywhere. They're not, you just tend to brighten things up just a little. So I want you to just put them wherever you want. Wherever you see a space, add a little cloud. There we go. Here's my cloud. All right, I'm going to leave this page for just a minute and we can come back to it when I go to do the title. So let's move over just a bit to this page. All right, I've got some tricks to show you with my title. So I am just going to lay that there for the moment. let's put our mats in place again. So let's add some double-sided tape to this one as well. These layouts really don't take long once you've gotten into the habit of using all the images in Design Space, and there's so many, and there's so much nice content there. It's not just for t-shirts anymore. I have fun using my Cricut. I've had it, not this one, but I've had a Cricut for a very long time. Years and years. I'm trying to think, probably 14, 15 years. So it was pre-Gypsy. It was long before Design Space. There was a Design Space before this one. I used that, and then this new Design Space, newer Design Space, came out, and they're constantly making it better and better. It's a joy to work with. Yeah, there's a learning curve, but you know, it'd be nice if we could just plug our brains into it, but that's not the case. But it's a joy to learn how to do it, how to use it as well, because you discover new things constantly. All right, so I'm now going to lay this one in place. I've got a sun. Ooh, I don't want to lose that. That's for my wheelbarrow. I've got a sun. I got some more clouds and more trees. All right, let's see. And then oh, these are the insides of the photo mat. Aren't they pretty? Like, you could use that as another photo mat in a different project. So I'm going to keep those and lay those aside for now. And then we're going to get our mats over here and over here. Now this tree can go there. I was so nervous when I first started doing these. Well, it's only been a little while. But I do quite enjoy it. So I wanted to keep going. I just want to let you guys know that I appreciate everyone that subscribes and that likes my videos. It's very encouraging. I love telling people I have a YouTube channel. Very wonderful. And I encourage everyone, if you have something that you want to do that you find makes your life happier, go ahead, do it. And I bet you other people will love it as well. Okay. I think that ought to be good right there like that. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move my tree though. There we go. Just put my, oh dear, upside down. There we go. Just like that. I'm going to peel this one off because I can do that. And then we're going to say right about there. Again, I've only removed the double-sided tape from the bottom. My cloud can have a little bit of adhesive on it. There we go. Look at that, sure. It's really cold where I am today. It was quite windy overnight, and now it's a cold, crisp, beautiful day. There we go. Right there, my little sunshine. I did ink my sunshine. And I didn't use yellow. I actually used orange. It's Spiced Marmalade Distress Ink by Tim Holtz. It was the quickest thing I had, and I'm like, hey, that looks good. On it went. And I'm gonna pop that up. Oh, I took that up. In the corner, I am going to have to trim off some of my little sun pieces, little rays. But again, we can do that when we do the cloud. All right, let's see. Now my tree. And funny enough, my tree, when it cuts, it actually cuts on the bottom actually cuts on an angle, and it fits so nicely on our grass. Now, I'm only going, I put 2 pop dots, but I put them in the center so that they'll go on this part of the paper so they don't actually affect the mats. Are you crooked? I think that one might be a bit crooked. And then just oops. It wants to go like that. I think that's fine. There we go. And then we have our title, which I'm just going to lay in place for a moment until I put these in place. Just like that. Some of these mats are just a little bit short because I had them from something else. There you go. They come in just like that. And then when you put your photo in, you can just take the tape off the sides and it should be in there just perfect. I have another cloud. I'm just gonna pop him up. You can put these clouds anywhere you want. You know, you could even put a cloud down here really, because it's the distance that it's giving you. I'm gonna put this cloud just up here. Anywhere at all. You can cut more clouds if you want. Okay, so I have my title, which came all in one piece in Design Space. It's just called Backyard. I'm gonna adhere that straight down, but I want to do it strategically so that my wheelbarrow sits partway up. So I just need to kind of center it. It doesn't have to be perfectly centered because it's not really supposed to be. There we go. So I'm just going to put that down, and then we can finish our see, just little dots. There we go. Shouldn't have left that much space in there, but that's okay. There we go. So I want my wheelbarrow to be right about there. Yeah, that's good. Right there. That's good. Oh, look, I got another cloud left over. Let's find out where we'll put him somewhere after. Now I do have another tree that we can put in as well. Maybe I'm going to move that cloud. Maybe I was a little hasty. Take that up. There we go. Take that up, lay that aside. And I'll put my tree right in here. Just like that. we can do that. And I'm going to put another tree over here in a little bit. Just leave it in place for the moment. There we go. It can go there, and this tree can go up here. I'm actually going to move it up and cut off part of the tree on the top because I want to be able to see some of the brown. So for that, I'm just going to, this tree has a pattern in the cardstock, so I'm going to put it pattern side out. Here we go. Tuck it in, just like that. A little bit of glue in there, and then, what do you think? I think that's good. That's good there. Maybe I will put this cloud down here. Right there. Almost had it right the first time. Just look at that. There we go. Little cluster. Okay, so we've put our backyard down. Now our wheelbarrow has some pieces to attach to it, just like that. I'm going to use some tweezers to hold that in place. Okay, let's just, oops. All right, just again, a little bit. And then put that one just right there. And it just changes everything up. It actually ties in the tree trunks. And now I do have another, oh, there it is, a little piece that I almost lost. And it's the handle on the other side. So it's very tiny. I don't even know if you guys can see how tiny it is. Oops. Wet flying. Is there any adhesive on there? Let's see. I don't think I got any adhesive on it. No, I didn't. There's these little pens that you can get for little pieces like this. And I do have some. I just didn't realize that I needed them to bring them out. I'll have to be thinking ahead next time. All right, there we go. I don't think there's anything else that goes on there. I think that's it. We've got our swing and our wheelbarrow and all of our clouds. There we go. That side of the page, aside from trimming, we'll call that one done for the moment. Now we're going to bring you back over to our first page, which was actually page 2. I'm going to show you what happened. So I went to cut this out, and I did it all, and then I realized that I had cut my hill, the word birthday, out of my hill, and I didn't mean to do that. So I went ahead and I cut it again to match my backyard, and then I realized, oh, if I lay this in place, I can spell out the word birthday perfectly. So that's what I'm going to do. Now for me, I'm going to put a little dot, just the smallest dot, down in that corner. And maybe one in this corner. Just to hold that in place while we put our letters in. Just like that. Now, it doesn't matter what order you put the letters in, because they're going to go in and stay right in place. Oh, that's a lot. I don't think I need that much. So I'm just gonna smoosh it like that. Place that one in there. It fits just like a puzzle. And then that can go there. Wiggle it around, make sure it's in the right place. And then after we're done, we're just going to take the top layer off. Just make sure you're not putting the adhesive on the wrong side of your letter. Kind of hold it over it before you glue it down, because some of them don't fit. Like that one needs to go this way, I think. Or does it? All right. Yes, it goes just like that. Sometimes these things just happen and you go, oh, why didn't I think of that sooner? All right, just like that. Nope, it's got to go that way. There we go. Just like that. And they just fit. They just pop right in place. Now I am going to have to choose. I'll come back to that in just a second. So this layout, I picked the number 4. No reason, just it was a number that as I was looking through Design Space, I seen a number 4. And I went, 4 it is. So my question is, because I was thinking I would do the blue on the bottom, but I, again, ended up cutting it out of the red. So then I ended up with a red top and a red bottom, but then I cut the blue. I think I kind of like that rather than all red. I would, ooh, that's a lot. Again, that's a lot. I don't need that much. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of that off. Put my eye in place. I think that's right. Oh dear. Maybe not. Maybe I made a mistake. Yep. Okay, I'm going to have to use some undo on that eye. I was a little hasty and I didn't pay close enough attention. All right, we're almost done. I am going to try and figure out how to do the linking with Design Space. If you know and you want to tell me, I'm all ears. And then we're going to do this one. Right on top of that one. And they line it up so nicely, like you don't even have to worry about it. Just put that on there. I'm not going to pop dot that one. I'm going to just leave that one just like that, but I do want to put another tree in here. So we'll just leave that like that. I'm going to fix my eye afterwards. So for now, I'm going to just put it down. Just like that. It's a little bit sticky on this side, but I can fix that. And then, now that that's all laid down, everything's in place, I'm simply going to, because this is a repositionable glue, I can simply pull this up Just like that. That makes me really happy. Just like that. And again, I only put a dot there, so there we go. So there's my original. And then when you take it off, it's perfect. That I call perfection. Now, where did I put my tree and my 4? So my 4 I'm going to put here. It doesn't have to go on this page at all. It can simply be, maybe that needs to be a 5. Maybe it needs to be a 1. It doesn't matter. You pick it and you put it there. I just tend to randomly pick numbers. And then I'm going to put this tree right about there. And then my 4 can go right there. I think that looks, oh, I want to have more tree trunk. How about that? Oh, maybe that looks better. Yes, I think it's going to be just fine right there. Again, I'm gonna put just a dot on there. Can go there. That can go there. Oh, I love it when a plan comes together. And a little bit on here. Okay, guys, what do you think? I think it's wonderful. This has to be one of my happiest pastimes. Is creating layouts and creating memories. I can simply now go through my photos because we always have enough photos in our phones, and maybe they're from years gone by and you haven't gotten around to scrapbooking them yet. Go for it. You've got a layout, put it in. Okay, I think that will do it for today. I really appreciate you stopping by. And until next time, oh, I need to trim these off, but I'll do that off camera. But until next time, I will see you soon, I hope. Bye.